Zack D Films. If you've been on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, or even Instagram in the last year, you've seen his work. Dark cinematic storytelling. Over 50 billion views. Backed by a team of countless creatives. Spending nearly thousands per video. And here's what most people assume. Creators like Zack D succeed because they have massive budgets and huge teams. They're correct, they do. But what really makes their videos work isn't money. It's the fundamentals. The story structure, pacing, and visuals. So I tested whether I could recreate that same cinematic style using AI tools and original ideas. Now, this didn't happen overnight. I tested AI tools non-stop, rewrote scripts dozens of times, and failed more than I'd like to admit. The goal wasn't copying anyone. It was recreating that cinematic storytelling and visuals feel, using systems that could be repeated. One of the shorts I built started like this.
They strapped you down, picked up a drill, and told you this was the cure. The room smelled of blood and metal. There was no anesthesia. You were fully awake because they believed what was wrong with your mind needed a way out. Others never woke up, dismissed as necessary losses in the pursuit of understanding the mind. The most unsettling part? This wasn't done by amateurs or cults. It was accepted medicine. They weren't torturing patients. They truly thought they were saving them.
Every video follows the same exact system, and the process is quite simple. Once everything is dialed in, you should be able to produce a few shorts a day. To keep this simple for you, I organized the entire workflow into a Notion. Every prompt, every tool, everything we're using is laid out. That'll be linked below. Once you have access to the Notion, step 1 is ideation. Quick note before we start. Most creators stay stuck because they keep guessing. Inside Creator OS, creators work with clarity, and when they hit a wall, they don't stay stuck. First link in the description if you want to check it out. Alright, picking a topic that's similar to what performs well in this niche. The way I approached this was heading to the prompting Notion, grabbing the idea generation prompt, and pasting it into ChatGPT. I picked video idea number 8 from the list it generated. From there, we need to turn the video idea into a high-engaging short script. Go back to the prompting Notion and copy the second prompt, just the script section, section A. Then go back to ChatGPT and paste it in alongside your video idea. Once the script is generated, we'll create 10 to 11 image prompts replicating Zack D's visual style. Head back to the Notion and grab section B of prompt 2. That's the script to image prompt with Zack D Films' visual style embedded into it. Paste it alongside the script, and ChatGPT will generate 10 to 11 JSON prompts. Each of those prompts will generate the appropriate image scene based on your script. To generate those scenes, we'll use Flow's Nano Banana Image Generator. Head to Flow. The direct link is inside the Notion in the Tool Stack section. Once you're on the site, adjust the generation settings. Text to image, Nano Banana Pro, 9:16 ratio. Then go back to ChatGPT, copy the first JSON prompt, paste it into Flow, and generate. The process is the same for every scene. Go to ChatGPT, copy the second scene prompt, paste it into Flow, and generate. The way these prompts were constructed was purposeful to the fact that the next step is animation. So when we animate these images, the videos will look high quality and cinematic. Once all the images have been generated, we'll begin to turn them into videos using Flow's VEO frames to video feature. The first step to this process is turning the image prompts into actual VEO frames to video optimized prompts. Head over to the prompting Notion and grab the final prompt, then paste it into ChatGPT. Then go ahead and copy and paste all of the JSON image prompts into ChatGPT and hit enter. Now ChatGPT will generate 11 video animation prompts that we'll be using. Grab the first prompt that ChatGPT gave you, copy it, and head back over to Flow. Inside Flow, make sure the feature is set to frames to video, the aspect ratio to 9:16. The quantity is your choice, but personally I'll be going with 2 outputs and 3.1 quality as the generation. From there, drop in the first image into the starting frame and paste in the prompt as well. Then click Generate. The process is the same for the other 10 videos. Grab the second prompt, insert the second image into the starting frame, paste in the prompt, and hit Generate. Continue to do this until you get all of your videos. And of course, this does cost about $1 per video, maybe a bit less, but quality equals results. At a certain point, free tools stop being free. They just cost time. Time that can be allocated to more channels to make more money. You can't expect real results without putting anything in. Free tools are fine at the start, but they come with hidden costs, time, mistakes, and stalled momentum. Creator OS exists to remove that friction. It gives you clarity when you hit a wall, so you can keep moving instead of guessing. First link in the description if you want to see how it works. Now that we have all of our visuals finalized, we need to generate our voiceover. You can use your preferred text-to-speech software. I'll be using 11 Labs. The voiceover I'll be using for these videos is Brad, and the best model is 11v3 Alpha for the emotion it adds. Go to ChatGPT, copy the script, head to 11 Labs, and paste it in. Then format the script and click Generate. Listen back to both options and save the one that has the best delivery. Now to edit everything together, I use CapCut. Head to CapCut and drop in the voiceover and all of the generated video scenes into the timeline. Then align the scenes correctly so that the voiceover is correctly depicting what is being shown. Once everything is aligned, we'll generate the captions. To do that, go to Text, scroll down to Auto Captions, and click Generate. From there, go ahead and style the captions accordingly. There are style templates you can use, or you can create your own caption style. We won't be using any transitions, so once the visuals are finished, we'll end the editing process by completing the sounds. I muted mostly all of my clips since the sounds aren't needed, and instead added some sound effects like swoosh for the transitions between scenes, and a drilling sound effect for the specific drilling scene. I kept the volume of one of my scenes as well since it went well with the voiceover. Now that the sound effects are finalized, we just need to add a bit of background music to really tie everything together. Head to YouTube Audio Library or Pixabay and go through their audios. I went with Wits and Wisdom for my video. Then once you have your audio, insert it into the timeline. Drop the decibels to around -20 or even more. If everything is finished, give it a playthrough, make sure everything sounds and looks good, and if it does, hit export. Before we wrap this up, here's the important part creators miss when building their first channel. The creators who scale aren't more talented. They're not grinding harder, and are just not making new decisions every upload. They remove friction early, lock in a repeatable structure, and let volume do the work. That's what actually compounds on YouTube. Look, your first video might take you 3 to 4 hours, but the second one takes 2 hours. The third one, 90 minutes. By video 10, you've built a system that runs on almost zero effort. Now, if you're trying to figure all of this out on your own, it's going to feel slow and fragmented. That's the honest truth. Creator OS exists, so you don't have to rebuild these systems from scratch. The prompts, the workflows, the testing, it's already organized. We adjust these workflows as platforms change, so what's working now doesn't stay static. If you want to stop guessing and start replicating what's already working, that's exactly what it's built for. First link in the description or pinned comment if you want to see how it works. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.